Now at 5, day 2 of the deadly I-70 bus crash trial, wrapping up just hours ago. Today, the charter bus driver took the stand. He was driving 54 Tusky Valley Band students and teachers to a performance in Columbus back in November of 2023 when the bus was hit from behind by a semi driven by Jacob McDonald.
It felt like I was hit by a ton of bricks. As soon as I was hit, I turned my wheel to the right to avoid interacting with the traffic in front of me.
Well, 6 people, including 3 students, were killed in that crash. McDonald is facing 26 counts. 10 TV's Lacey Crisp was on the scene the day of the crash and was in court today for the trial.
So Lacey joining us now live from Licking County Courthouse there in Newark. And Lacey, this is really the first time we're hearing from that charter bus driver.
It is, Angela, and I can tell you outside of the courtroom, there was a chaplain group who met with victims' friends, family, and school representatives who have been watching the trial in an overflow room. But today, inside the courtroom, it was all about Jacob McDonald's cell phone.
Is there anything you could have done to avoid what happened here?
I don't think so. If I wouldn't have done what I did, there would have been a whole lot more injuries. You know, by turning hard right, I saved a lot of other lives that would have been impacted.
Ohio State Highway Patrol Sergeant Trevor Jasper investigated the crash using pictures, videos, data boxes from the cars and semis involved.
Did the defendant take any action to avoid the friggin' 11-foot 6-inch bus in front of him?
There's no evidence of that, no.
And he traveled how far where he never saw an 11-foot 6-inch bus in front of him?
Approximately 800 feet.
No evasives, no brakes, no anything.
Correct.
The biggest question is whether or not McDonald was actively using his phone in the moments leading up to the crash.
Right around the time of the collision in this particular case, this phone seems to be receiving data.
Yes.
And not at the bytes level, but at the megabytes level.
Correct.
Was there a comparison to what high definition video looks like data-wise over an average of time that we're talking about here?
Yes. AT&T's own website references for their customers for understanding how they're going to be using their phone and their data plans. That about 40 megabytes per minute or so would be for high definition video, and that equates fairly well to the 837 timestamp of the 38.61 megabytes in just over a minute.
The defense attorney argued because McDonald's phone was burned in the cab after the crash, there's no way to tell for sure what data was being used or if the phone was running without it being in McDonald's hands.
It is my professional opinion that this device was active, the cellular device. That because it was active, it created an opportunity for the driver to be distracted. That distraction caused the driver to move his eyes from the road ahead.
Now, the state has called all of its witnesses. The court will take a break tomorrow, and Thursday, the defense is expected to call their first couple of experts. Reporting live in Newark, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.